Jammu Links News Top Stories is brought to you by Tasya Herbals alcohol-based hand sanitizer with neem and aloe vera extracts, helping India fight COVID-19. Former Union Minister Manoj Sinha was sworn in as the new Lieutenant Governor of Jammu and Kashmir, the first political leader to take charge of the Union Territory. The 61-year-old, who is known for his connect with people, particularly in rural areas, was administered the oath of office by Jammu and Kashmir Chief Justice Geeta Mittal in Raj Bhavan. Sinha succeeds former IAS officer Girish Chandra Murmu, who resigned on Wednesday night and was appointed Comptroller and Auditor General on Thursday.
I, Manoj Sinha, do swear in the name of God that I will faithfully discharge the functions of the Lieutenant Governor of the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir and will, to the best of my ability, preserve, protect and defend the Constitution and the law, and that I will devote myself to the services and well-being of the people of Jammu and Kashmir.
The Supreme Court on Friday asked the Jammu and Kashmir administration to explore the possibility of restoring 4G services in certain areas. The Jammu and Kashmir administration sought time to take instructions on the restoration of high-speed internet service, saying a new Lieutenant Governor has been appointed in the Union Territory. The top court told the administration that with the change of LG, nothing changes as the special committee is there to look into the issue. 6 civilians were injured as Pakistani troops violated the ceasefire along the line of control in Nogam and Tangdhar sectors of Jammu and Kashmir on Friday by resorting to unprovoked firing towards Indian positions. While no casualties have been reported from Nogam sector so far, a befitting response was given to the Pakistani aggression by the Indian Army. Pitching for peace and stability in Jammu and Kashmir, the Union Territory's new Lieutenant Governor Manoj Sinha on Friday said the administration would soon initiate direct dialogue with the people to end the situation of uncertainty and the maniac of terrorism. Talking to reporters after taking oath, Sinha termed August 5th an important day in the history of Jammu and Kashmir. After years of isolation, Jammu and Kashmir has joined the national mainstream, he said. Discussing the priorities of the administration, the 61-year-old former Union Minister said, "We need to establish a dialogue with the common people of Jammu and Kashmir."
जो लंबे समय से नहीं हो सके थे, 1 वर्षों में जम्मू और कश्मीर में किया गया है। मेरी पहली प्राथमिकता है कि उस काम को और तेज गति से आगे बढ़ाना। दूसरा, मुझे लगता है कि जम्मू कश्मीर के जो सामान्य लोग हैं, यहाँ की जो जमहूरियत है, उससे संवाद स्थापित करना, उनमें एक नए प्रकार का विश्वास पैदा करना।
The joint teams of Army and J&K police on Friday busted a terrorist hideout and recovered cache of arms and ammunition in Poonch district of Jammu and Kashmir. A joint operation was launched by the Army and J&K police in Shashitar forested area of district Poonch based on specific intelligence inputs. The operation led to recovery of a large cache including 2 AK-47 and 4 magazines. Business and other activities remained crippled on Friday due to lockdown in view of continued spike in COVID-19 cases in the Kashmir Valley, where all religious and other places of worship and educational institutions are closed since March. Due to fresh increase in coronavirus positive cases, several district administrations have ordered fresh lockdown. Construction work for a Grand Ram temple is expected to commence from Saturday. The cleaning of the area by removing the tents and other things erected during the Bhumi Pujan on August 5th had already commenced on Thursday, which will be completed in a couple of days. Registering over 60,000 cases in 24 hours for the first time, India's COVID-19 tally galloped past 20 lakh on Friday, while the number of recoveries surged to 13.78 lakh. The coronavirus infection tally had crossed 19 lakh just 2 days ago. It took 110 days for COVID-19 cases in the country to reach 1 lakh and 59 days more to cross the 10 lakh mark. Thereafter, it took just 21 days more to go past 20 lakh. This was the 9th day in a row that the tally increased by more than 50,000. The number of patients who recuperated from the disease surged to 13,78,105 on Friday, taking the recovery rate to 67.98%. Asserting that the National Education Policy 2020 brought in by his government was free from any bias or inclination, Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Friday strongly backed initiatives like using the mother tongue as the medium of instructions in school in the much-awaited reform. Addressing senior educationalists in the conclave of transformational reforms in higher education, organized by the HRD Minister and the UGC, PM Modi said rather than effect changes in the teaching learning system, the new policy could even lead to changing the way the society thinks. Almost a week after an army soldier went missing in Kashmir's Shopian, there is still no trace of him. Rifleman Shakir Manzoor had gone to Kashmir to celebrate Eid with his family. He has been missing since the evening of August 2nd. Shakir was part of the 162 battalion and had gone home to Shopian on leave. A fresh search operation was launched this morning in Shopian by the security forces, and sources say it has been done in continuation of the efforts to track him. Actor Rhea Chakrabarti appeared before the Enforcement Directorate on Friday after the central agency rejected her request to defer questioning in the Sushant Singh Rajput's death case. The ED had filed a money laundering case in connection with the death of actor Sushant Singh Rajput based on the basis of his first information report filed by the Bihar police. Sushant's father KK Singh had alleged that there was unexplained transfers from his son's bank account involving actor Rhea Chakrabarti and others.